Right, good afternoon. Go live here. Good afternoon, good afternoon. We are live now in a couple of different places. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So I just want to come on briefly for a short period of time just to really tell you how anyone can have a coaching business, how you can start your very own coaching business right here in 2021, as we're now in the last month of 2021. I know when January started, everyone had goals and you had it written out and you knew, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. Some of those may have been accomplished. Some of those may not have been accomplished. But I'm here today just for a brief moment, just to help you understand why you can start your very own coaching business in 2021. Because some of you may say, okay, I don't know what type of business to start. I want to be in business. I want to have my own business, but I don't know what type of business to start. Well, I'm helping you to see exactly what type of business that you can start and how it's not as difficult or as complicated as you may think that it is. So let's get into it. I'll talk about how anyone can have a coaching business, because again, I'm determined, dedicated to help raise up as many entrepreneurs as possible, so that you can have an impact in the marketplace, so you can change the marketplace, that you can infiltrate the marketplace with what's God's place inside of you. So again, how can anyone have a coaching business? So again, you may be wondering, okay, well, I want to start a coaching business. I don't know how, or I want to start a business, but I don't know what type of business to start, etc. So I'm going to help you understand that today. So the first thing is, it starts with passion. It starts with passion. It starts with having a passion. What are you passionate about? Something that, and the thing about it is, many of you have been doing your passion for many years, but you've been doing it for free. But there's other people out there who's operating in that same passion, but they have a full-fledged successful business around it. So number one, you can profit from your passion. So what are you passionate about? Because again, you name it, I'm telling you, there's something out there in the marketplace that fits your passion. There's someone out there, more than likely someone out there already in the marketplace who's doing something very similar to what you're already passionate about. And again, you name it, there is a niche for it, you name it, there's people out there doing it. And so again, there's people out there have video games, how to play video games, reselling shoes. There's people out there teaching how to garden. Just anything you could think of, things you wouldn't think that anyone would pay for coaching for. I guarantee you it's out there. So as I mentioned in a post yesterday, why not you? Why not you? Why not now? Why not this year? Before this year is over, because many of you are held back by fear, just from getting started, just getting that first step, just taking that first step to saying, okay, I know it's in me. I know I want to do something. I know I want to have my own business. And look, business is not for everyone. But if you know that that's in you and you can't get away from it, it's now, some of you got caught up in the normal routine of whatever your work life is, and you're busy and you made sacrifice for your children and other people, and you keep putting yourself to the back and to the back. So it's time to take yourself off the back. No more being in the back. No more putting yourself to the side, cheating yourself, because in you doing that, you're cheating the people who you've been called to help. You're cheating the people you've been called to serve. And you hear me say this all the time. What if starting your own coaching business is not an option? What if it's a mandate? What if it's a God-given mandate? Like, no, this is not something that it would be nice if you have, or something nice if you do. But what if this is something that you're supposed to be doing? Now that's between you and God. But if it's a mandate, we don't have an option. I didn't have an option in starting my coaching business. It was a mandate. Now it's around something I'm passionate about, helping people in business, helping to unlock destinies. So I help unlock destinies in business, right? So some of you been locked up, they know where to go, don't know how to start. But again, you can start your very own coaching business around your passion, something you're passionate about and something you have knowledge in. Again, something you're passionate about and something you have knowledge in. And so some of you have been struggling in a lot of different areas. You've been getting attacked here, you've been getting roadblocks here, obstacles here. And it just feels like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know where else to go. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this rut? How do I get out of this pit? How do I get out of what's all going on around me? You got to keep showing up. You got to keep walking forward. You got to keep moving forward by faith, putting that faith in action, not just having faith, but putting that faith to work. And part of putting your faith is to work is letting faith go to work, letting faith do what faith does, which believe. Faith is your belief system. It was already put in you. You just have to activate that faith and let it go to work. So again, it's around your passion. What are you passionate about? What do you have a passion for? Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's helping parents, how to parent. Maybe it's, helping people in a career. Maybe you're a person who have good ideas and you can help people unlock their ideas. What is that you're passionate about? Horseback riding. Maybe it's pets. Maybe you're passionate about pets. It doesn't matter what it is. Your passion and what do you have knowledge in? What do you have knowledge in? Some simple things that you just take for granted. There's people who don't know how to work social media. There's people who don't know how to work Facebook. There's people who don't know how to work Instagram, TikTok. There's people who don't know how to work YouTube. They're on YouTube, but don't know how to use YouTube effectively to benefit them, how to optimize. How does YouTube actually work? How does Facebook actually work? How does Instagram actually work? So these are things that there are coaches just for that. There's coaches out there just to teach you how to use social media. There's coaches out there teaching you how to post on social media. There's coaches out there for everything. You name it. You name it. So again, something you're passionate about, something that you have knowledge in. Right there, that's the first step. The first step in building this framework of a coaching business is finding a passion, having knowledge in it. That's step number one. It's simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Because I guarantee you sit down and start thinking about, you see there's a lot of things that you have passion about, or a lot of things that you're knowledgeable in. There's a market for it. I assure you there's a market for it. And yes, and number two, you don't need an audience. You might be thinking, well, I don't know where to start. I don't have no big audience. I don't have a big following, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have no email list. I don't know where to begin. That's perfectly okay, because there's still a way, strategies to help you get in front of the right people. Doesn't matter if you have no big, huge list. There's some people who have massive followings, but they're inactive followers, or they don't engage to that degree. And large following doesn't necessarily mean you're making a lot of money. There's many successful coaches, many coaches out there who don't have this massive following, but are still doing well, because it's about getting in front of the right people, getting in front of the right audience, getting your message across, right? So again, so don't worry about, I don't have an audience. I don't know how am I going to get in front of the right people? How do I do it? That's it. You don't have to have an audience, but again, I can help you even in that to understand how to get in front of your audience. So again, you don't have to have an audience to get started. All you need to get started is to have a passion, be passionate about something and knowledgeable about something. So that should be everyone under the sound of my voice who's listening. Everyone has a passion. Everyone has something that you're knowledgeable in. Think about it. There's people out there who teach people how to drive cars. They have a whole business out there on how to drive. You name it. There's something out there that helps solve a problem. So your passion and what you're knowledgeable about, you put that into a coaching business, you're simply helping solve a problem. That's all businesses essentially should be doing, is helping people solve a problem. So your passion, your knowledge is going to help someone to solve a problem. To solve a problem. So we've established you need passion. Be knowledgeable in something. You don't have to have an audience. It's just a matter of knowing how to get in front of the right people. And really, the next thing I would talk about in reference to that is look at your surroundings. Who are you giving your ear to, number one? Because you can get out there and say, okay, I'm going to start this business. I'm going to do this. And people can give you all the reasons why it's difficult and why it's hard and why you don't need to be doing that. You need to be focused on this and trying to get you stuck in a box. Some of you are stuck in a 9-to-5 just because you don't see no other way. Some of you are on a job right now where your season has expired a long time ago. Are you following me? So this goes back to the beginning about the mandate. What if it's not an option that you start a coaching business? What if it's a mandate? So if it's not an option, it's a mandate. Yes, you have bills. Yes, you have responsibilities. But what if you're doing something that God is calling you on from? He said, okay, it's time to move on. I have something more for you, but you got caught up in the cycle. You got caught up in the routine. Well, I got the benefits. I got this, I got that. Fine and well. That's the resource, but that is not the source. That's not the source. How many of all of us, we can all raise our hand, have been in something past this season, has been doing something past this time out of fear, out of comfort, out of because we just don't want to. So this is a sounding the alarm and saying, wake up, open our eyes. What are you supposed to be doing right now? What are you supposed to be doing right now? What are you supposed to be doing right now? And so again, when it comes to starting a coaching business, anyone can do it. If you have a passion, you have knowledge, you're qualified. If you don't have any passion about anything, you don't have knowledge about anything, then the coaching business is not for you. But you should have knowledge about something. You should have passion, be passionate about something. So it's there for you. So anyone can start a coaching business. So I'm helping to break those limiting beliefs, those fears, those, well, I don't know if that's for me. Well, I don't know what that's about. Well, I'm helping you know what it's about. As far as on my perspective, it's about you having passion, you having knowledge about something that you can help people with. Because everyone on here, I'm sure, who's watching this, whether you're watching replay, you live, everyone, and I mean everyone, should want to help others. Now, I know people get in business for the wrong reasons, but I'm helping you know show the right reasons. You out there to help. You're there to help others do what? Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you're knowledgeable in. Helping others. So again, if there's someone out there teaching people how to resell tennis shoes and doing great at it, by the way, why not you? There's people out there teaching people how to start a garden, like legit how to start a garden. That's a skill. And if you want to cut down the learning curve, you're going to go to that person who's going to teach you how to start a garden, how to grow a garden, because you're cutting down your learning curve. Can you go on YouTube and Google and find information? Yeah, but there's a whole massive information out there. Trust me, I learned from experience. I went that route. That's the long, hard way. You cut it down by having mentors. That's with anything. That's with any part of life. If you're a believer like myself, what you look at it from this perspective. As scripture talks about, having teachers. Having teachers. How can they hear without a preacher? To help us grow, to help us mature, to help us develop. Mentors. To help cut down the learning curve, to help you to avoid some of the pitfalls that they experience, that we experience. So you help us avoid some of the pitfalls that you experience, and based on your knowledge, your passion, you can say, okay, look, here's step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Follow these steps. I can get you from point A, the problem, to point B, the solution. It's that simple. So you can start one. You can start your very own coach business based on what you're passionate about, what you have knowledge in. You don't need an audience to get started. You don't need a website to get started. I'm going down the list of things that I gotta get a website. I gotta do all these other things. I gotta get my business cards. Business card? Let's get with the 21st century here. Like, people really don't use business cards like that anymore. Like, that's virtual business cards. You don't need to go get spending money unnecessarily to build my website out. You build a website out before you even know who your audience is, before you even know what your audience needs. You got to identify your audience. Who is your audience? What are they looking for? Where's your audience hanging out? Those are important things before you get into, I need a website, I need business cards, and I need it. You hear the old saying, it takes money to make money. Not in every arena. Not in the coaching business, it doesn't take money to make money. All you need to get started, be passionate about something, have knowledge in something. That's it to get started. if you have social media, which is free, that's all you need to get started. It's just about implementing the right strategies to get in front of that audience, your future audience, your prospective clients, those who want you and only you. They just may not know who you are right now, but once they see you, they're gonna know, and they hear your voice. It's something about you, what you're saying is gonna resonate with them. Even if someone else is saying something similar, your audience is your audience. Your audience is your audience. They're gonna like you for you, your personality, what you bring to the table. So again, I just want to come on briefly here to say that anyone can start a coaching business. It's not difficult. I just broke down to you how simple it actually is to get started. And you can cut down that learning curve, again, by having coaches, having mentors. So again, I just told you how you can get started. But again, if you want a coach, you want a mentor to help you to get started on your coaching business, then you can simply send an inbox me on Instagram, Facebook. You can also send an email at support@DoQuoiGreen.com. So those are all the different avenues. Again, Instagram, Facebook, or you can email support@DoQuoiGreen.com if you want to get started on your coaching business in 2021, right now, before this year is even over. And if you're watching this in 2022, you can get started right now. So the first step is just to make the step. The first step is just to make the step. Simple as that. I want you to end this year strong. I want you to end this year on the top, winning. No more getting started and not finishing. No more not getting started at all. Let's get started. Let's get started. I want to see your success in your coaching business. I want to see you blossoming and taking off in your coaching business in a short amount of time. But you have to start. You have to start. And I'm cheering you on. I'm rooting for you. So make this a great weekend, prosperous weekend. It's time to make that next step. So I'll see you next week. Have a great rest of the day. See you soon.